And we're back with another Dokkan battle video by your boy Shadow. Today I want to talk with you a little bit more about my account. I want to make a showcase for you guys. And also it occurred to me that a few of you guys don't know which unit can be good in like SBR or long events like Dragon Ball History or Legendary Goku event. So let's talk a little bit. I am not a whale, for sure not, but I have played my fair share of this game, and I do have a lot of units, and as we can look in a second. In my last video I also have cleared the Dragon Ball History event, the new one, and all the other ones also, and I can get all these missions even though I am not a whale, and I haven't spent too much money, I guess. I have spent money, but you can also do it as a free-to-play player. I think, well, the Legendary Goku event, I have cleared all the missions. 1 second, we can confirm this. Yes, complete all the missions. You can see that at the bottom right, it says complete. That means all the missions are cleared. Also in the Infinite Dragon Ball History, I have cleared all the missions. We cannot look at Super Battle Road at the moment because it's only available at on the weekends, and I really hate that. I don't know why they did that. Please, Akatsuki, we have to have that event all the time online, because it doesn't matter if it's only... It doesn't... Why not just make it all the time? We will still grind the event, and yeah. So why not just publish it all the time? Okay, so let's go through a few of my units, and yeah, like I said, I don't have all the units rainbow or something. Like, I mean, one of the better units, like this unit here, Ella killing Khalifa, are really good in like well, they are in longer standing events, or they are better in long standing events, and also in shorter events like SBR. You need to know, in SBR, every time you battle and end the battle, you go into overworld back, and all the things are resetted, like active skills are resetted, transformations are resetted, everything's resetted. And so we call that a short event. She stacks defense and also stacks her evasion, so she becomes really powerful, really fast. So she can be good on longer standing events, but also in really short events. I do only have one path for her, but what you should know, you should skill her on more multiple attacks. You should skill her on multiple attacks, because like I said, if you look on her super attack, she stacks defense in her normal, in her 12 key attack, and also in her 18 key attack. So yeah, something like that. Just keep that in mind. Units like Gohan here, the LR Gohan, he stacks defense really hard, and he is really good in events like in the Legendary Goku event or in Dragon Ball History. He can be really good, because as long as the event goes, like I said, the defense will rise and rise, and yeah, he will be a monster at the end. But SBR, where the attacks really do a lot of damage in the first turn already, he will look a little bit sleeker, I guess. Um, but he can be really good also in SBR, but you will have to play around a little bit, like second spot. You cannot put him in the first spot. I mean, maybe in like 7 turns you can put him in the first. Okay, that's no, I don't mean 7, but you get what I mean. You'll have to stack his defense for a little bit, and then you can put him in the first slot. So units like Gogeta, he is a really good unit and can evade a lot of attacks after he transforms. He has a high chance to evade. So he can be good in events like Super Battle Road, but yeah, it's kind of RNG. His defense cannot stack, and he doesn't have too much overall defense. So if he gets hit, you can really lose the battle really fast. So keep that in mind. In longer standing events like in Legendary Goku event, he is not too good because in the end he cannot evade attacks anymore because the int Goku Ultra Instinct will say you cannot evade anymore. Yeah. Okay. So yeah. Let's go down a little bit. Units like this do AoE damage in their attacks. Well, sometimes in their 12 key or sometimes in their 18 key, and if it's not an LR, they can do AoE damage too. You need to look in the details. It says here it causes colossal damage to all enemies in the second part. So in his 12th key, he will deal damage to all the enemies which are here. So this can be good in SBR, since you will never have just one opponent but more opponents. So he can be good, but also you have to look that he can survive. So you cannot just take the entire team with only such units, because you will die. But also he can, such units can be really good in World Tournament events. Normally I play World Tournaments with at least 3 of these units who can AoE damage every unit. So you can just rush the World Tournament event. Yeah, that's helpful, that's helpful. Like Majin Vegeta can also do the same thing. He also says, but he does it on his 18 key. Here. He will attack all enemies, but it's a little bit harder to get his 18 key always, so you will have to give him some items sometimes, like the item which transforms green orbs into blue ones. That can really help in World Tournament events, and then you can bring him also. Yeah, okay. So, in general, SBR can be really easy. Well, not the extreme Super Battle Road, that's really hard. I haven't started it myself yet, but I'm going to. And SBR, I think like I'm missing like 5 categories or maybe 4. Let's see, I'm missing still the Ginyu Force. I don't know why they did that. I really don't like the Ginyu Force, personally. But, well, I guess. But I don't want to play it also, and yeah. So, I'm missing also the Super Saiyan 3 event. The Super Saiyan 3 is a little bit hard, because none of the units can really defend against what the enemy units can deal. So it's more like you can overpower them and win the event, but it's really easily that they overpower you. And yeah, So I still don't have the Super Saiyan 3 category. Um, after a while you'll see I don't have the LR Ultra Instinct Goku, the SPR one. Um, I didn't pull him, and he is really helpful in like Representative Universe 7. I don't have that category, and I've noticed that I really don't have a lot of units with the representative of Universe 7. We can look at them. Well, where is it? Here. So these are the units that I have in representative of Universe 7, and yeah, none of those units are really good in SPR. I mean, the Slim Boo can help. He evades for, I don't know, what was it? 7 turns. He can evade with a high chance. So high chance means 50%. He can evade enemies' attacks and super attacks, and has also 150% ATK in death, and he gets another ATK in death, 150% for those 7 turns. But he loses them after those 7 turns. But what you have to know in SPR, every time you end the battle, like I said, it resets. So that means he gains all his ATK and the 7 turns back. So yeah, so he is pretty good in SPR because 7 turns will almost never pass in SPR. So yeah, that's okay. But I mean, the rest of those units are pretty bleak, I guess, in representative. Well, in the SBR event, the Goku can be good because he can almost one-shot an enemy unit with his active skill, but then again, he doesn't really have too much defense, so he can die really easily. Okay, so yeah, the representative Universe 7 is a little bit hard for me because I don't have the correct units. Okay. So, yeah. This Gohan is a really strong unit. Almost, well, I guess he is almost at the top. I would put him at number 2. I think the Gogeta Int is, the Super Saiyan 4 one is a little bit better than him. Well, he stacks greatly ATK and death permanently every time he super attacks, and well, as long as he's not transformed. So you should really think about transforming this unit in longer standing events, because he will stack his ATK and defense as long as he's in this form. But as soon as he transforms, you can see this here, he only raises ATK for 1 turn after that. So he will not constantly stack his ATK and defense anymore. And at this point, if you transform this unit, you should have already attacked a lot of times with the unit before that, with him. So yeah, keep that in mind. He's really good in longer standing events, also in SBR, but you shouldn't put him in the first spot at the very beginning, because he will take a lot of damage in that spot. Yeah. Also, he is really good. If you know, in the JP version, they have this God of Destruction event, and he will be really good for this event. Just keep that in mind. Yeah. So, well, let's talk about the nuke events. There are units that have an passive skill. They say that for every orb, sometimes they say in a specific orb, like tech orbs, they gain ATK and sometimes defense for every orb they collect. If it's a specific orb, it needs to be that orb, but sometimes they say all the orbs, so yeah. So those are nuke units. And like, you know, the event with the punching machine, you need to rack up a lot of damage to get all those items from the nuke event. I call them nuke event. They are the punching bag. So the more orbs they collect, the more powerful they get. So yeah, keep that in mind. Those are really only good units in nuke events, like the punching bag machine. They will not be really helpful in like SPR or longer standing events like a legendary Goku event or Dragon Ball History. Yeah. So, yeah. The 3-year anniversary characters are really good. I mean, they have their restrictions with the 6 turns and need to be below 50%. I don't think they should have put 6 turns in their restriction. I think they should remake those units. If you don't know, he has his counterpart with Gogeta. And yeah, they should really yeah, take out that restriction. Maybe put it on 3 turns. Maybe don't even put a restriction in there. I mean, you have to go below 50%. And well, yeah, they need a then they need a little restriction because they are really good after they transform. I mean, they are good as well in this form, but they are really strong in the second form. And yeah, they will nuke a lot of units. So yeah, a little restriction maybe, but not 6 turns. That's overkill. Yeah, so this cell is like good really in SPR. I'm sorry if I need to scroll a little faster down because I don't want this video to go like forever. So I will not talk about every unit. If you have questions or anything, maybe I will do another video. Just put it in the comment section below, and yeah, I will try to address you, and maybe I will do another video of these. So yeah. So this cell, he is pretty good overall in SPR and also longer standing events because of his passive. Well, yeah, the evolve effect is important here. So he gains defense by up to 80% the more HP remaining. So that means as more HP you have, the more defense he has. When you drop below, you can look this here. Evolve when HP is 30% or less. So 30% is really low, and you will never want to be on this HP amount in SBR or any event, because you will die very likely. And so this unit can be good because he fills up your entire life back. Your entire HP will be filled back, and he will transform into this cell, which is really strong. He is a really strong unit, and he has also this active skill, so he can do even more damage in one turn. But he's kind of gambling, I guess. He will not always be helpful. You need to go below 30% to transform, so that is really hard. Okay. Units like this Janemba are really good in SBR. So he has really good base defense, and he can also evade. So in SPR he is really strong, but in Legendary Goku event or longer standing event he will not be that good. I mean, he will be in Dragon Ball history. You can use him better because there's no effect where you cannot evade. In like I said, in the Legendary Goku event in the last stage, you cannot evade attacks anymore. So he will be no longer able to evade the enemy attacks, and that makes him a lot less powerful. Yeah. So also keep that. So this B-Pan, I really wanted to talk about this B-Pan. She is so strong, and I feel like a lot of people don't recognize how powerful she really is. So she does not do a lot of damage, but what you have to know is she recovers 33% of damage dealt as HP back to you. So that means you will gain a lot of health back every time she attacks. And that doesn't just mean in ultimate attacks. She will always, if she attacks normally or with her super attack, she will gain you a lot of HP back. And also she reduces damage with a high chance. High chance, like I said, is a 50% chance. So yeah, she can tank pretty good, and she gains you a lot of health back. So in SBR, this is really important sometimes, and whenever you can play her, I would recommend playing her. Also in longer standing events, she can be really good. Yeah, I mean, her categories are a little bit weak. Hybrid Saiyans, you can play it with the Ultimate Gohan Tech one. Dragon Ball Seekers is not really too good for you. Goku's family is pretty strong, but like I said, she is restricted on her category, so yeah. Yeah, about this Goku we have talked already, this Blue Goku. He can one-shot a lot of events after a while because he stacks his ATK during the entire event, so it needs to be a longer standing event to one-shot, I guess, and he will greatly raise his ATK every time he super attacks, and yeah, I guess if you attack like 15 times with a super attack, he will have a lot of the ATK, and if you activate his active skill, it will probably kill almost any enemy. So yeah, he is good, but like I said, his defense is a little bit lacking. This Broly is also really good. I don't want to talk a lot about him. He is really good for events like the World Tournament. The World Tournament, like I said, attacking all enemies is really good in this event because you can go super fast with those units if they one-shot every unit that comes, and yeah. So he can be pretty good, but he is really bad in all other events like Super Battle or like longer standing events because he has absolutely no defense. He needs to be addressed, I guess, from Akatsuki because he still has this old school effect where he doesn't even get percent. So yeah, show him a little bit love. He needs a rework, I guess. So this cooler is one of the best units in the game. He is a supporter at the beginning, but he can also rack up a lot of damage. After he transforms, this unit is really strong. So he gains 180% and has a medium chance. So he has a medium chance of attacking again. If it is a pure Saiyans, I think it was. Let me read. Yeah. He can attack again with a medium chance. Um, if the enemy is a pure Saiyan category or a hybrid Saiyan category, and also he will crit with a 100% chance. So yeah, this unit can attack so often and always with a crit, and yeah, it will be a lot of damage when your enemy is a pure Saiyan or a hybrid. Like in the legendary Goku event, you have always a pure Saiyan before you, and he will rack up a lot of damage. So he also raises 80k, and which is really strong to that because like I said, he has a medium chance of attacking again. Yeah, so he will stack a lot of 80k. Here's the counterpart part of the Potara. Like I said, the turn restriction of his fusion here from the 6th turn is really not that great. He also, I think, both of those units need a rework, so the turn counter is not 6 anymore. Counters can be really strong in events like SBR, because most counter units have this effect that they don't take too much damage of normal attacks, because they have always those attack restriction, those received damage. You're like, the damage received from normal attacks is minus 40%. They receive less damage from normal attacks most of the time, so they can be really good. But think about this: they can get hit pretty hard if they get a super attack. So yeah, they can be really good, but they can fall really hard also. Yeah, alright. I think we went through a few things. Like I said, if you want to see more, you can put it in the comment section below, and I will maybe make another video of these. And yeah, so well, I have 53 stones. I guess we could end it on a multi-summon. So in this, we have Gogeta at the moment, and I only have one dupe of him. I would really like another dupe, and this banner is really good. In the JP banner, it wasn't that great, but Global got a little bit better units, I guess. It's because of this unit here. The JP version got Kefla, the STR one, and we got this Gohan, and this Gohan is really a lot better than Kefla. I cannot stress this enough. He is really broken. So yeah, let's hop into one multi-summon, I guess. So there's no combination, but Beerus could mean that Whis will pull back time. Oh. Let's hope the best. I really need another Gogeta. Only Aryans. Oh, okay. Nail. Piccolo. Come on, where's the SSR? This will be. Oh no. I'm not sure if I can really use him anymore. This is also not a really good unit. It's more like a fan unit, I guess. Yeah. Well, that was a bad multi-summon. Oh well. Well, I guess we're gonna end it here. If you liked the video, please consider subscribing and like the video. And yeah, if you have anything you want to say to me, please leave it in the comment section below, and I will read it and consider whatever you have uh, written in it. So yeah, well, see you guys on the next video. Bye!